digging the ditch. Full seam and needed some additional depth, so they're ripping up the bottom stone, and it'll be loaded out, and they'll be ready to tram the machine forward. As you can see now, they're starting to bring the equipment in. Also preparing the road here. Getting ready to tram the other crawler down from the area where it's being worked on, where it was built. Still hauling coal from digging the pit, and some additional coal out in front of the machine. Starting to lay some cable from the crawler. It has its own power, of course, and it'll tram itself down here to the machine and under it. You see the drill up on the high wall up there. They drilled and shot here a little while ago. This huge jack right here helps steer the machine, and they're starting to unbolt it, get prepared to remove the crawler. Power box has a cable laid from it over through the pit. It's hooked onto the crawler, and now he's tramming himself down into the pit. Again, it's a 1/4 mile per hour. Actually standing on top of the crawler operating. The truck behind the crawler is picking up and pulling the cable along with it as he comes, so that it's not strung all over the pit. So he's pulling his cable with him as he comes. All this time, Don Humphreys is still finishing the pit over in front of the spade. They cut a bunch of bottom, rip it up, so they're finishing that now while this is being done. Continue to load coal while this is all going on. The end-loader's picking up the coal and loading onto the darts. And the coal loading operations continuing while all the work's being done on the spade itself. There's Jack Weir up on top of his truck. feel for the size of this crawler from the man standing on top of the pads on it. Look at that truck behind it. Right now they're finishing up the ramp, getting it to the proper level so they can tram the machine forward and bring the crawler down into this pit. Ran into a real hard layer of stone under the coal bed. And, putting a ripper on the D10 to get it broken up. And now they're just leveling out the whole process. The ditch is supposed to be somewhere around 4 feet deep. And then it tapers up at the end there so they can tram the old crawler out. Digging the trench started about 11 o'clock, so after about 3 hours of time, they got the trench completed to where the proper depth, somewhere around 4 feet. Now we're going to tram the machine forward, and the whole process involves bringing that right front crawler into this ditch. And the way they do that is the crawler is attached to huge jacks. And as it starts down into the ditch, the jacks will extend and allow it to go down while the rest of them remain their normal height. Once they get the crawler into the ground or into the ditch, then there are some pins that have to be disconnected. They pull the pins, retract the jacks, leave the crawler sitting where it is, hook up the power to it, tram it out from underneath the spade, and then they'll tram the new crawler underneath it, extend the jacks, put in the pins, and tram it out. And as they come up out of the ditch, then they retract the jacks and continue tramming down through the pit. Just starting into the ditch now. As you can see, he's just starting to lower a little bit as he goes in. See that the left front crawler is remaining right here on the parallel on the hard coal, where the right front is going down into the ditch now. Bucket is probably 30 feet off the ground. But you can see that that jack is extending out. You can see the shiny part of the jack coming down.
they tell you.
Gentleman beside me is Don Humphreys. He's directing this piece of photography. Telling Les that this stone they were cutting in here was so hard, if they had that kind of bottom at number 7, it'd probably still be operating.
I have to bring it. I want the
11. This shot will give you a good idea about the extension of the jack, which the crawler is attached. There's also a jack up here in the rear that controls the left-right movement for turning the machine. Extended jack, and they appear to be somewhere in about 8 inches in diameter. They have to be pulled out. These electrical leads right here will be disconnected. Additional leads will be connected to those motors, which are the tram motors. And once they do that, then they'll tram it out. It'll be under its own power. They'll tram it out from underneath the machine, back the new one in. That jack will be pushed back down. It'll be retracted when the old one goes. It'll be pushed back down. It'll be repinned right here. New electrical leads, these leads put back into the new crawler, and it'll be ready to go. The pins are pulled with porta powers, and that's what gets them out of there. There's some huge bolts up on there that they're being cut.